Actually, I must say that even my optional has been the reason why I was not able to clear for the initial few years, because zoology has got very little overlap with actual general studies, but eventually it is because of zoology that I could score well in my mains. I've seen numerous failures. So for the first 5 times I have failed brutally. So it is only the last time that I was able to get through. So how I kept myself motivated is that one thing is you have to believe in your capability. You have to believe that you have that extreme fire and that spirit within you, and that is going to take you ahead. Prelims, because it's approaching very close and I don't think I can give any sort of advice at this point of time. Just go with your heart and consider prelims as a wonderful game that you've always enjoyed. Take one question at a time and make sure that you give your best. If you don't know it, it's fine. It's going to be difficult for almost everyone. Okay, so now that they're asking conceptual based questions, I think people who are thorough with their concepts will find it quite comfortable. Hello everyone, my name is Sahitya, and I was able to secure rank 24 in this year's Civil Services Examination. And to this video, I would like to share my experience of the long journey of my Civil Services preparation. So let me tell you that this is my 6th attempt, and this has been my 4th mains, and it has been my 2nd interview. So by now you must have understood that it was very, very long. I started my preparation from 2015. And in 2021's exam, I was able to clear. So about my brief background, I have completed my master's in industrial pharmacy in New York, and then I worked as a junior scientist for 1.5 years at New Jersey, and then I quit that job, and then I came back to India to pursue civil services. Little did I know that it would take so long for me to get to this stage. I would like to say a few things that might be helpful to aspirants, both fresh and veterans. So my optional is zoology, and actually I must say that even my optional has been the reason why I was not able to clear for the initial few years, because zoology has got very little overlap with actual general studies, but eventually it is because of zoology that I could score well in my mains. So coming to my journey, I would like to say that the initial years was difficult because I could not understand the demand of the examination, and there was the ecosystem that I studied unfortunately did not help me in getting the pulse or getting the nerve of the examination, which is why I couldn't clear prelims in the first 2 attempts, and it was in my 3rd attempt that I cleared my prelims. So as far as my mistakes are concerned, I would say that mains has been my weak point. And why mains was my weak point was because I have this habit of studying too much and not sticking to the demand of the syllabus and not sticking to the demand of the question or the examination. So I think most of us must be going through this. For people who are voracious readers, or for people who are interested or who are excited to learn and study about new things and fresh topics, I think those people will find this difficulty of not sticking to the point or not sticking to the syllabus. So I would like to say to those people that it's absolutely fine that you take out some time to read non-fiction books or watch videos which are really, really related to the exam, but please make sure that you at the end of the day must be sure of what you're going to present about one particular topic. Let's say you're studying about governance, then you will have to make sure that you know what you have to write when a question is asked about e-governance, or when a question is asked about how we can make governance better. So you need to have the idea. Okay, so please don't endlessly or aimlessly study textbooks or non-fiction books and then digress from your preparation. So that is one takeaway. And the second one is for people who are taking the optionals who don't have any overlap. So in this also, this is extremely different. The examination is extremely different from the kind of textbooks that you study. For example, in zoology, I was studying all standard books for the initial years. I was going in depth, and then I was understanding the concepts. But eventually, if they ask you a question about, let's say, morphogenesis, if they ask you a question about in vitro fertilization, you have to write those 250 words, or you have to write those 150 words within a period of let's say 10 minutes, or at max 7 minutes. So make sure that you have the content for that. Okay, so you might know 100 pages about in vitro fertilization, but if you're not able to present it, I think it becomes so difficult. And the next one is, needless to say, answer writing. So answer writing is not something that you can go and write. So let me tell you that in my journey, I think the one thing that gave me high point was not when I saw the name of my name in the list, but what actually gave me the high point was it was in my last the preparation mode before the mains this year. That is in December 2021. That was when I was writing my tests. I was writing my mock tests, and I was practicing, and that was for the first time that I was able to finish those 20 questions. I think that gave me the high point more than what I saw on the result day. When I was able to finish the question paper in my mock in December was when I really felt happy, actually. So that phase I want all of you to reach as early as possible in your journey. And so what was responsible for that? What was responsible was because this time I knew that I will have to read only limited, and I will have to present that within a short time frame. So that is how I made my changes. I downloaded material from internet, and I downloaded Topper's notes, especially Mr. Rushikesh Reddy's notes. So I'm thankful to him as well. So I downloaded that notes for certain topics of GS1 and GS2 and GS3. And for ethics also, I have studied DK Balaji sir's book. So I think I revised them n number of times, and I started my writing. So I think both of these were really helpful for me to improve my speed. So that's another takeaway. And in addition to that, I must say that even last year's interview. So as far as interview preparation is concerned, last year also I had given lots of mocks, and then all my mocks went well. But on the final day, it was just extremely unfortunate that my final interview of 2020 did not go well at all, and I ended up scoring very less marks. And this year I was able to make certain corrections in terms of my body language and in terms of my presentation, and fortunately I was able to increase the score of my interview as well. So even for interview, we all think that we need to keep our preparation minimum or whatever, but I must say that for interview also you need to prepare well. Content and knowledge are also very important for interview. So make sure that you're thorough and make sure that you're articulate. Okay, and in addition to that, I would like to say that in addition to the preparation, in addition to studying, in addition to giving tests, what is more important is the mindset that you have to carry. And for me, because it has taken very long time, since 2015 I have been full-time preparing for this exam, and I have seen numerous failures. So for the first 5 times I have failed brutally. So it is only the last time that I was able to get through. So how I kept myself motivated is that one thing is you have to believe in your capability. You have to believe that you have that extreme fire and that spirit within you, and that is going to take you ahead. That is going to take you ahead. And I would read books. I mean, one of the most favorite books of mine has been Fountainhead by Ayn Rand and the character of Howard Rourke. So I think if you get time, you can just read this book. I think it's just a beautiful book that will tell you about how you need to be in general, not only for an examination, but for a career and for life. Both of it, what is the kind of mindset that you need to carry to excel or to show competence. And in addition to that, I do follow certain spiritual videos, and then I do follow lots of good music that keeps me motivated. and there are many other books also that have kept me quite motivated. But I think motivation, as many people have already said, is something very, very ephemeral. It does not last for long. It is the discipline that will take you ahead. So I think I would say that try to make the process enjoyable. So how I would make my process enjoyable is that while I was studying, because obviously it was my 6th attempt, then I had to read the same topic again and again and again. So how I would make it entertaining is I would just explain it to my friends, or I would like to say that I also converted it into some interesting story form. It is as though I am telling an interesting story to my friend or to my cousin or to my mother or to my father. So I would explain a lot to them. So that way revision had at least become more easier. And in addition to that, I would like to say that you can also do it in the form of question and answer if you're reading a particular topic. So even before you read the topic, just frame a question out of it. For example, if you're reading about society, so if you are talking about women, so if you're talking about women, so before you read the same material, what you can do is you can ask a question. What is it that is troubling the women of this country, or what is it that this country is doing for women? So just ask yourself few questions and then try to come up with an answer, and then correlate that particular answer of yours with the material that you have in your hand. So that way you can brainstorm, and that way you can integrate, and that way you can make your preparation more enjoyable. And for prelims, because it's approaching very close and I don't think I can give any sort of advice at this point of time, just go with your heart and consider prelims as a wonderful game that you've always enjoyed. Take one question at a time and make sure that you give your best. If you don't know it, it's fine. It's going to be difficult for almost everyone. Okay, so now that they are asking conceptual based questions, I think people who are thorough with their concepts will find it quite comfortable. And having said everything, I would say that please don't make this examination a do or die thing. When I was giving my last interview also, I attended few mocks, and then there was one sir who told me that this might be the end of your preparation, or this might be the end of your attempts, and even if you don't get through, or even if you fail, you have to understand that this is just the end of an exam, not the end of your life. There is nothing to get depressed about. There are people who are outside civil services who are doing brilliant jobs and who have made an extraordinary career out of it. And I'm not saying that don't get into the exam, nothing like that. Please do. Please put all your heart in it, and one day you will reach the destination. But I'm saying for those people who have faced repeated failures, that there is nothing to be bogged down at all. There's nothing to be bogged down at all. And understand that there are so many factors which are responsible for bringing success in this exam, and one cannot blame oneself unnecessarily if one does not make it, or if one does not succeed in one particular attempt. Okay, and I would like to say that all the best to all of you. I sincerely hope that the universal force is with you, and all the best to all of you, and Godspeed to all of you. Thank you.